And welcome back. We do have those delays out there. You can see our delayed school closings there. So go to WFAA.com, Aledo, All Saints Episcopal in Fort Worth, Alvord ISD, along with all the others there. So schools are either closed in some areas out toward north and west, delayed in others as that wintry weather continues to move in.
You know, I think the kids here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, Greg, are waiting for the fake Michael Irvin to do school closings. You know what I mean? It's not going to happen, though.
You know, I broke the news to mine yesterday. I was like, you're going to school? So she was a little disappointed. Yeah. But yeah, in Fort Worth and Dallas, going to school today.
Yeah, but a number of areas just to the west of the Dallas-Fort Worth area, I mean, they're closed. I mean, at a minimum, we're looking at delays
And
there.
we're seeing the snow and ice kind of pile up, starting to accumulate in those areas, too.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me get into this because we have crews all across North Texas. We'll check in with them in just a couple of minutes here. But here's the deal. We have a winter storm warning. It's not in effect for the Dallas-Fort Worth area, but it is in effect from Bowie to Jacksboro. That's where Chris Sadeghi is. Eric Alvarez is out in Graham, out in Young County. Mineral Wells and locations west. So why is that warning in effect? It's in effect because those are the locations where we expect the most significant snow and sleet accumulation. And I'm talking a lot of sleet. And as we saw just a few moments ago, Chris Sadeghi in Jacksboro, there in Jack County, I mean, we're looking at quite a bit of freezing rain. So the ice is starting to accumulate in these areas that are under the winter storm warning. Now, just east of there, including Denton and Tarrant County, we have a winter weather advisory. Why is that in place? That's in place due to the potential for a little bit of some slick roads, some icy bridges, some icy overpasses. That's in place for Tarrant County, Denton County, also Grayson County, Cook County. There's Wise County and also Parker County. Somerville and Hood County are in that as well. So are you down in Stephenville and Hamilton. So that's the winter weather advisory. And it's all about this. This is the most critical part of the forecast. Not only the temperatures aloft, but the temperatures at the surface. So once we get to close to freezing, 33, certainly 32 or below, we're looking at problems. And then if we drop to 28 degrees, you get at temperatures around 30 or colder. Now you're looking at some pretty serious icing situations starting to develop. But to the east of that line, the entire Dallas-Fort Worth area, I have us staying just a tad above freezing. Dallas right now is at 37. Fort Worth's at 33. It's 35 in McKinney. The temperature right now in Richardson's 36. Alliance is 35. So you get the idea here. Temperatures to the east of the freezing line are above freezing, and they'll stay above freezing as we head through the day. So the green is rain. That's all we're seeing. Just a cold rain in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So at a minimum on the roads this morning, Tashara will be here in just a few minutes, but at a minimum on the roads, you're going to have wet roads in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And you know what that's like. Just on a normal day, we have certainly some slowdowns. Give yourself some extra time. Off to the west, though, and up to the north, parts of Cook County starting to see some sleet. Parts of Montague County starting to see some snow. That extends all the way over to Jacksboro. That's where Chris is. This is where Eric is. We'll check in with them in a few minutes. So we're seeing some snow and some sleet falling right now across Young County down to Breckenridge, even Mineral Wells, Eastland and Gordon and Stephenville starting to see some sleet falling too. But once again, areas east of that freezing line, Dallas-Fort Worth and East Texas, Southeast Texas and Central Texas today, all should stay just a cold rain. That doesn't mean we won't have a pocket of sleet here or there, but Greg, for the most part, the accumulating sleet and the accumulating snow, the most significant of that will be to the west of the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
It is going to be out to our north and west, and you can see from Bowie, where we do have a meteorologist, Kaylee Dion. We're going to go to her in just a minute, but that's where we'll have the sleet and snow accumulations there. So that's where we're going to have the biggest issues on the roads. But then as we head a little farther east, Mineral Wells, maybe even into the western parts of Tarrant County, up into Denton County this morning, we'll have that freezing rain and sleet mixed in. Could see some bursts of that in and around Dallas areas out toward east, but it will be brief. So we're talking about mainly wet roads, as Pete was just talking about, but some bursts of some sleet from time to time. So we will have definitely some wet roads out there through the morning rush. It will begin to taper off, though, for us as we head into this afternoon. Now, so look at our timecast, taking us into a mid-late morning. Notice we'll still have some ongoing wintry precip, I think, in our far northwestern counties. So the accumulations will be much higher out there, and maybe some light rain still in and around Dallas and Fort Worth, but it should start to wind down as we head toward lunchtime into the afternoon. Maybe some ongoing activity still late today in our far northwestern counties. So again, driving there west of Fort Worth and Dallas, that's where we'll have the most hazardous driving conditions there. And then heading home later today, heading on into tonight, things start to wind down altogether, and we will clear out as we head into tonight. But yes, the winter weather, the snow is coming down across our western counties. That's where we do have meteorologist Kaylee Dion, who is up in Bowie right now. And we just saw from the shot there, the snow is coming down at a pretty good clip. Kaylee, what do you have out there?
Greg, actually, within the last, I would say, 5 minutes, the temperature dropped from 33 to 32, and it went from these hard sleet pellets to these huge snowflakes right as that temperature dropped. And you can see the snowflakes. I'm going to go ahead and have you look up so you can just look at how big these snowflakes are. They're about, I would say, an inch in diameter. They are huge out here. And as we come back down slowly here, I'm going to also have you look at the ground because, you know, we've talked about accumulation and the difference if you have sleet instead of snow. If you look here, most of this is now the snow within the last 5 minutes that has started to accumulate. And you can see it's really slushy out here and it accumulates faster than sleet would. Now, it is a little bit on the slick side. We're actually here at Bowie at a Sonic, and one of the employees is just out here with salt, just walking the salt around on the sidewalks, because even if you're not out driving and you're out in this area, as it starts to accumulate, you're going to walk out on your sidewalk, and it's going to be a little bit on the slick side. Another thing is, I want you to look over here to my right, which we saw this in Decatur as well when we were down in Decatur. This is a tree, and there's buds on that tree, but it's all iced over, and you can even hear it. Can you hear that? And it broke off because of the ice that has accumulated on the tree. I'm really sorry, tree. I feel really bad about that. But that's what happens when you're dealing with freezing rain or sleet. It accumulates on trees. It accumulates on power lines, on elevated surfaces that can become slick, especially bridges and overpasses that you're going to be traveling on. So here in Bowie, we just transitioned from a sleet to snowflakes at this point. We're right on the line, wavering a degree or two. So we'll keep you updated here in Bowie.